Hello, it's Jennifer Meyer on a glorious sunny day in the City of Angels. And here I'm showing you my house. That's my kitchen. And I'm going to show you what I have in my refrigerator. So come over here and we'll walk over to my refrigerator. So this is my refrigerator. It's an Avanti. It's kind of a small guy, but it's just me, one person with my husband Otis. So that's plenty enough. So here's what you will see. My refrigerator. It's like that and like that. And I'm gonna explain everything what I have. Okay. The first shelf is, well, these are strawberries from the farmer's market. It's wonderful. And, okay, this is some, from Trader Joe's, some cheese. And I love Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's sings the praise of Trader Joe's. This is from the farmer's market, cilantro hummus. And in here is very interesting, 3 kinds of miso. Miso, this is all natural miso. This is kind of salty. This is very interesting. This is organic sweet rice miso. This is sweet, and that's regular kind of miso that you make miso soup. So do you know what miso is? Miso is when you go to Japanese restaurants, you get a miso soup. That's what's made of. And you can also use it, if you put just the paste and then put some honey in it, you can use it as a marinade for fish. You can make a dip by adding maybe some olive oil or sesame oil in it and make it kind of more watery. And you can use it as a dip for your vegetables. You can mix it just use it like salt. And it's without salt. It's made of beans. It's a bean paste with salt, with sea salt, and one of them uses seawater. So miso is very helpful to have, and these are the brands I have. So okay, and down here I think I have I have yeast. This is yeast. Yeast I'm used to. I make what do I make with? I make kale chips. I make kale chips. I use yeast. Okay, so down one shelf is I have here some from the Japanese market, from the Korean market. This is Pollock flying fish roll, masago. It's salty and sweet and delicious, and I put it on salad or on rice. And here's some from the Korean market, seasoned dry shrimp. Is so delicious. This stuff, look at this, full of chili paste, and holy shit, these shrimps with the shells, oh my god, it's so delicious. Holy shit. Okay, this is a bag of half-eaten rice cake. Okay, what they are is sorry about this panic. This is a piece of rice cake, right? The rice cake, you just throw it like a noodle. You throw it into soup. You throw it into, hot water, and you can boil it, and it's like noodles. It's super delicious. And a bag like this lasts a long time, because you just put some pieces, like this picture, some pieces in the soup, and you make a super nice soup noodles. So that's what that is. In the back is some nuts I made, nuts grind up with chocolate, because I don't have teeth, so I have to grind everything up. So that's what that is. It's a piece of cheese from Trader Joe's, some eggs, of course, always buy organic, cage-free, free-range, eggs. So there it is. So down one shelf, I have, oh, very interesting. This is very interesting. Over here is 3 kinds of tofu. This is deep fried tofu. So you can see they are, you know, it's very delicious. Kind of, you can put, say you make some eggs and you just throw it in. You don't have to chop it up or anything. You just throw it in these diagonal pieces, and you would have added tofu to your eggs. Say this is baked tofu. So this is very hard tofu, hard pieces of tofu. And you slice it into little thin slices and saute it with vegetables. This kind of tofu is, it's soybean, they call it soybean cake. It's been deep fried. And what happens is they come in little puffs like that. You can cut them up and throw them in soup or porridge. And it's tofu, it's bean curd, right? And in the back here, I also have a box of, it's Korean, but I buy Japanese or Chinese. It's silken, super soft tofu. Again, you see how many different styles there are with tofus? So this kind of tofu, you can mash, you know, the best thing about this is you can mash it up and, because you don't have to cook it, right? You can just mash it up and say, mix it with the miso. See, you mix it with this sweet rice miso and maybe chop some scallions or something in it. And you have a tofu thing to eat with other thing. You kind of have to use your imagination. Okay, over here, very nicely, in a very nice towel. I made this towel. I tie-dye this towel. My neighbor, Becky, who's a tie-dye expert, taught me how to tie-dye, and I tie-dye this piece. And I like to cover, this is bean sprout. Beans sprouted up. And you know how you eat it? You can just eat it raw like this, like with salad or any kind of fried, you know, like omelets. You can make an omelet and then just put this bean sprout in the inside. You can you're cooking some kind of fish, you can like lump it on top. You know, it's just great vegetables to use. So this is bean sprout. And to store vegetables, the best thing is to keep it dry. Keep it dry. Don't let it have any moisture. So you see, I have a piece of tissue paper here. You see, that's the plate, and then I have a piece of tissue paper. So all the moisture will go into the tissue paper, and then on top of that, I give it a blanket. This is a little blanket to keep them nice and cool. So they sit there like, you know, things in the refrigerator. This is the refrigerator. This is all this food's house, right? This is their house. So I have to make it very pretty and very comfortable for my food. It's so important. So the bean sprout also goes well with the tofu, and they all lived in the one shop, so they are already friends. So that means when I cook them up to eat, they already know each other. See, the bean sprout already knows the bean curd and the eggs and the rice cakes, and then this stuff to put on top of it. You know, like the meal is they are already kind of living together, and they're already all friends. They are friends. They live in the same house. It's like the dorm, right? So they're all there waiting to according to them, they're waiting to be enlightened. You know, to be enlightened, to be eaten by me. That's their enlightenment. Yeah, that's the food's enlightenment. Okay, continuing. Down here is some salad. Again, salad it's best dry. If you leave it in the plastic bag, and especially if it's, there's moisture, it's no good. Bad for salad. The salad, best thing about salad is put it in a piece of tissue again, tissue paper, so that all the moisture goes into the tissue paper. And best thing, you see this thing has a hose, so the vegetable can breathe. And this doesn't need any blanket because it likes to be airing out. So you have to be careful whether you put blanket on some vegetables and no blankets on some. Here's a pot of soup. This happened to be a butternut squash soup that my friend Christine made for me, and it's waiting to be heated up and drank. Thank you, Christine. Over here is sticking out somewhat is a bag. Again, there's a paper towel there so they don't get wet. Dry, all vegetables should be dry inside the refrigerator. So this is called Chinese bok choy. You chop it up into slices of 1 inch or so and saute it in oil or put it in soup, sandwich. It has to be cooked and it's just delicious. It's called Chinese baby bok choy because they also have big ones that are considerably bigger. So these are called baby bok choy, and they're a little bit big, so they're sticking out. Here is a cauliflower. Okay, cauliflower is, this one comes from the farmer's market. Cauliflower is one of the most versatile vegetables. I love cauliflower because with cauliflower you can I make a very good cauliflower pate, and also with cauliflower it's so forgiving. You can put it to make curries. You can make saute it, and with anything. It goes with meat, fish, anything, a complement. It also is great just steaming cauliflower and just making a dipping sauce, like with the miso. Make a dipping sauce and just eat it like that. Cauliflower is great. You can also chop it really fine and make a cauliflower rice. When you cook it, it cooks really fast with just 2-3 tablespoons of water. You chop up half a cauliflower really fine until it looks like bits of rice, and you just saute that. 2-3 minutes later, you have a bowl of rice that is made of cauliflower that has no gluten, no grains. It's totally paleo diet. It's really good. So cauliflower, always have a cauliflower. So okay, so that's what this side of the shelf is. I guess I'm going to show you what is on the side of the door. First of all, down here is organic apple cider vinegar. It's a bottle of sake. I love sake. That's the only thing I drink. I don't drink anything else but sake. I love Bragg's. Bragg's liquid amino is, I use it in place of sea salt, but I also love sea salt, but Bragg's is fantastic. I also have Bragg's in spray bottle, which is incredible. This spray bottle is incredible. You just spray it onto vegetables, onto your salad, on the fish. Just spray it on anything. So this, I usually take this big one and fill up my small one. Here is 2 more bottles of Nigori sake. One I drank a little bit already. So this is unfiltered rice wine, and when you shake it, oh my god, it's so sweet and delicious, and it's very low alcohol content, about 6 to 10%, and it's unfiltered. So most sake is going to be, transparent like that, and you heat it up. You heat this one up, but you don't heat Nigori. Nigori is amazing. It's sweet and good. Okay. Up here is haha. This is very important. This is our friend Don and Scott's store called Blue Water Alchemy. This is ormus. I'm not going to go into what ormus is. It's Celtic sea salt, and it's stirred. Anyway, this is ormus. We drink ormus. This is codfish oil, liver oil. I put it in my smoothies. I make a smoothie, and I use that. This is fantastic. This is 100% fruit spread. This is peach, and it does not use any sugar. No sugar. Always turn whatever you're buying around and always look at the ingredients very carefully. You owe it to yourself these days to read the backs of the labels. Look at this one. Peaches, sweetened only with fruit juice concentrates and grapes and dates, fruit pectin and lemon juice. So this is totally 100% sugar-free, but super sweet, super sweet. It's just cane sugar-free. It's basically still super sweet. Here we have, this is kimchi. Kimchi is fermented cabbage. Otis loves kimchi. It's fermented cabbage. I use soy creamer for my tea, and I only use Trader Joe's. And actually, my favorite is Wildwood. That's my soy creamer. But I have a backup, Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. Praise to Trader Joe's. I hope you have Trader Joe's in your city because it's just so nice. Here's a bottle of juice. I think it's rather old, from Trader Joe's. Cold press green juice, cold pressed juice. It's a very nice process. It's not it gets squeezed, it gets pressed, it doesn't get blended up. Over here is 2 bottles of mayonnaise, one with wasabi, one without. Here's vitamin C. This is liposomal core medical sciences liposomal vitamin C. It's really, really effective. It's already broken down. Your body can take this vitamin C immediately. Thank you to Mr. Otis Funkmeyer. He got this for me, and I drink it a lot. Here's a bottle of maple syrup. I don't use a lot of maple syrup anymore. I try to avoid, just like my tea. I no longer put maple syrup in my tea. I used to put so much maple syrup in my tea, and I drink it all the time. So and I don't do that anymore. I'm trying to avoid just like outright ingesting sugar, but I'm a total sugar addict. So I still have a lot of sweet things to go to not eat, but at least I've eliminated refined white sugar. So refined white sugar, no, I don't do it anymore. Here on the top shelf is, of course, some butter, a bottle of CBD that used to be for my doggy Tippy, some mushrooms. My friend Fahud made me mushroom blend with honey. Here's a piece of wonderful piece of cheese, dried up Parmesan cheese. I grind that and make, this is fantastic Parmesan cheese, very aged, very old, expensive piece of, I got this in the farmer's market in San Diego when I was with my daughter. So that's the aged piece of cheese. And here, this is fantastic. This is fantastic stuff. This is lot. Okay, it's lot. It's $9.99 a pound, and it's $3.20 for this little piece of fresh lard. Like, fresh piece of, that's some herbs on top. You see how beautiful? A piece of fat, just a piece of fat. So I trim a little bit of it, and I make sauté vegetables with it. I trim it out tiny bit, and I make I put it on the frying pan, and then it gets to be